I experienced one of my most moving days here in Parliament House on Monday. The parliamentary friends of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex and queer Australians hosted an amazing group of young trans people and their families. They were here to share their stories with us of the challenges they face to be accepted for who they are. They told us they just wanted to be able to live normal lives, be accepted for who they are, and not to have to continue to justify and fight to be accepted for who they are. And they told us how having to seek family court approval for cross-hormone treatment in their teenage years was a massive financial and emotional barrier, and moved at a glacial pace when they just wanted to be going through puberty with their peers rather than having their life on hold, waiting for court hearings and court decisions. The kicker is that not once has the family court knocked back a young person's request for hormones where they, their family and their medical practitioners all agree that it's right for them. As one parent stated to us on Monday, the whole family court process is just an expensive, emotionally draining and time-consuming rubber stamp. We need to change the law to remove this rubber stamp. Let me share with you what Isabel, aged 12, shared with us. She said, "I am a girl. I was born a girl, not a boy who wants to be a girl. Unfortunately for me, I was cursed with some physical characteristics that don't match my identity as a girl. This has been very hard and very stressful. I have tried to hurt myself, and I have questioned whether I even want to be here in my darkest times. I don't want to just access stage 2 hormones. I need to have it so I can live my life and be happy," she said. And Georgie, aged 15, who's been through the court system 3 times, said, "I'm a normal, cheerful, confident girl, and I know who I am, but my exterior doesn't match my interior. It shouldn't be the court's decision. Only I have the right to decide what goes into my body." Georgie's mother, Rebecca Robertson, agreed and expressed her frustration. "The court process is slow, biology is fast." And she described the pressure on young transgender people and their families as enormous and relentless, saying the court process is unnecessary and cruel. These children just want to have a normal life, but they are having an extraordinary impact while they're at it. Dr Michelle Telfer, who does amazing work treating these young people at the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne, said that because of social change and also because we have medical treatments that we know are safe and effective, there are more and more young people who want treatment and need treatment. The court process is currently standing in the way of a number of those young people actually accessing that treatment. And without access to treatment, we know that self-harm and suicide rates are much higher, she said. I tell you, what I heard on Monday has made me passionate about redoubling my efforts to work with my parliamentary colleagues across the parliament and to get the law changed. So I spent most of Monday on a high, feeling that positive change really was going to be possible. Then, just as I was about to leave for the day, Senator Bernardi spoke in the chamber, attacking the fabulous work that the Safe Schools Coalition, a program that has been proven to reduce the daily discrimination faced by lesbian, gay, bisexual, intersex, transgender and queer young people. Senator Bernardi's hateful, preposterous, inaccurate diatribe was so completely at odds with the amazing people I'd spent the day with. In the morning, Georgie's mother, Rebecca, told of the absolute love that she had for her daughter. She said that, as parents, we walk ahead of our child like a landmine detector, clearing the path before them. And I'm sure all the parents in this place can identify with that. But then we have Senator Bernardi insinuating that the aim of the Safe Schools Coalition isn't to reduce bullying, but rather that it is really about deconstructing the moral and social fabric of our society, including the family. That morning I listened as Isabel told us that she is scared all the time about going through male puberty and not getting the right treatment that will help me have the body that I should. But Senator Bernardi doesn't care about Isabel's well-being because he believes that Safe Schools promotes a radical political and social agenda and seeks to indoctrinate students to make them its advocates. Then it got worse. Yesterday, we discovered that Senator Bernardi's speech wasn't just corralled as the late-night ravings of a homophobic dinosaur, but that Prime Minister Turnbull had caved into him and other right-wing henchmen. Rather than showing vision and courage—
Sorry, Senator Rice. Senator O'Sullivan.
Point of order,
point of order.
Chairman. The rules of the Senate are clear. Those reflections upon Senator Bernardi are completely out of order, referring to him as a dinosaur and the like. And the senator should withdraw them.
Senator O'Sullivan, I've sat through many debates in this chamber. This is probably one of the nicer referrals to some senators. There is no point of order. Senator Rice.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy President. Rather than showing vision and courage and rising above such claptrap, the Prime Minister acted exactly as his predecessor, Tony Abbott, would have. And this in the face of the amazing work that the State Schools Coalition has done. Amazing and necessary work. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the Safe Schools Coalition has contributed to saving hundreds of lives. 1 in 10 Australians are same-sex attracted. It's estimated that there are 40,000 trans young people in Australia, and only a few hundred are supported at places like the incredible gender clinic at the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. 1 in 5 gender-diverse Australians have experienced physical abuse. 1 in 3 have considered suicide. I've shared the story of my and my wife Penny's relationship in this place a number of times. I'd be happy to stop talking about it, but every time I do, I get the most supportive feedback, thanking me for speaking out, thanking me for giving hope to trans people, to people's sons, daughters, friends, giving them hope that a happy, fulfilling life for them is possible. Someone said to me, "Janet, you don't know how many lives you've saved." So I'll keep speaking out, keep on being a role model. So think about the work that the Safe Schools Coalition does. Think about the incredible impact their program, All of Us, has on the lives of young same-sex attracted and gender-diverse students. Many students want to sing the program's praises, but because of fear of public humiliation encouraged by the likes of Senator Bernardi and his backwards honchos, they don't want to use their real names, but they are real people. So I'm going to give them names, not their real names, for today. Mel says, "I had been feeling kind of lonely, hopeless and isolated for what feels like a lifetime. To have the school take this step and to be a part of the Safe Schools Coalition means the world to me." Jess says, "I've always felt safe and comfortable and had the ability to talk to my teachers and peers, knowing that Safe Schools was there to back me up if I needed support." And Ben says, "Safe Schools Coalition helped me during this darkest period of my life. They saved my life." No doubt that the amazing work they had been and are still doing helps save lives. Go Safe Schools. Think of the lives that Safe Schools has saved. I look at the incredible change that has occurred since I was at high school. I didn't know anyone that I knew for sure was same-sex attracted. I certainly didn't know any trans people, but they were there. I had 500 fellow students at my high school. The odds are that there were 50 same-sex attracted people amongst us and around 5 trans people. Conservatives want to deny their existence. But this is exactly what causes distress, causes self-doubt at best, emotional trauma, depression, anxiety, suicide at worst. In contrast, teenage kids today have the opportunity to be themselves, to reach their potential and to feel loved without fear of discrimination, and the Safe Schools Coalition is such an important part of this. By caving in to Senator Bernardi's hateful, homophobic and transphobic agenda, the government is putting all of this valuable work at risk and putting the well-being of so many young Australians also at risk. Thank you.